Hi again everybody, welcome back to Pete's Plastic Playground. Got me funny glasses on today. Going to do a bit of modelling tonight, and out here in the man cave, because it's Wednesday night, it's football night, and Reading are playing Preston at home. Now we're amazingly 3 points clear at the top of the championship at the moment, and as I say, Preston at home tonight. Another win could see us go 6 points clear. So amazing stuff, really. Who'd have thought it after the last few seasons we've had? But anyway, a nice evening out here this evening. Got the heater running, which you can probably hear in the background because it's getting pretty parky now. And speaking of those colder evenings ahead, and alluding to something that I said the other day when I was here, that sometimes Mrs. Pete's Plastic Playground lets me go and do some modelling inside if it's a little bit too chilly out here. And the ideal you know, kind of candidate for an indoor build, I think, is one of these starter kits. And after a little exchange of comments with London Cabby on my last video, I've decided to do a little box review and open this baby up, the F16. Now, I've always been a fan of, you know, if I'm going to be into modern jets, the F16 is one for me. I really like this aircraft. Seen them a few times at air shows, and always been really impressed, by their really sort of, when they're on the ground, I think they've got this really sort of fragile, dainty look with spindly undercarriage and so on. And I love when they you know, when they're taking off, you get this in the air intake, you get this condensating, this cloud of condensation in the air intake where the air's being sucked into the engine. It's just spectacular to see. I think they're a fascinating plane. Actually, I just remembered once, I think it was it would have been about 2005, 2006. I was flying over to Frankfurt on a British Airways 767, actually, quite a big plane for a short haul domestic flight. I was on my own, Billy No Mates, going to an exhibition in Frankfurt, and I was just sort of staring out the window. We're going over Belgium, and an F16 went darting across in the other direction. It was spectacular. I was quite sort of taken aback with that, actually. It was a hell of a sight. It woke me up a bit anyway. So yeah, so the F16, I'm going to put it on the bench, and we'll open it up and have a good look inside. So hold tight while I move the camera, so we can have a good look down there. Right, so there it is, the typical starter kit box. Now this is one I picked up from my local model shop, the Berkshire Dolls House and Model Shop in Wargrave Road, Twyford. Incidentally, I was speaking to the proprietor in there, Howard. Of course, we go on to lockdown at midnight tonight, which means his shop has to shut. But he's been quite ingenious. I think he's got the idea from the Italian restaurant over the road, but he's doing click and collect. So it means that you know, if I need a bit of paint or some filler or some tools, or indeed a kit during the forthcoming few weeks, I can just order it online and go and collect it. He's also got his website up and running, so you can do internet sales at Berkshire Dolls House and Model Shop. In fact, I did a little video of the outside of the shop today, and I'll tag that on the end of this video now, so you can see how it looks. And you might notice some familiar dioramas in the window. Just blowing my own trumpet a little bit, but they're going to be in there for a couple of weeks more, having been there for the sort of Battle of Britain season, if you like. So Howard's been trying to encourage some you know, some more people to do some kit building locally. And he's got a good few starters kits in there as well for any youngsters that might want to take it up over the well, anybody, any grown-ups or youngsters. So anyway, enough chat. Let's have a look inside. So I'll take me trusty knife. I've moaned before about the these boxes that you gotta cut it to open it, which I think is a shame. If only it wasn't stuck and there was a flap. So if you're watching Airfix, you know, kind of MB that one. In fact, I'm going to use a pair of scissors rather than a Stanley knife because I don't want to cut myself open on air. So ugh. God, dear oh dear. Yeah, there isn't a way of doing this nicely, really, I don't think. But there we are. Let's go with this. Put another little cut down. Oh, there we are. That's open now. So, on the back of the box, of course, we've got the colour scheme. This aircraft is Lockheed Martin F16A Fighting Falcon from Kansas Air National Guard. 161st Tactical Fighter Wing Squadron, United States Air Force, McConnell Air Force Base, Wichita, Kansas in 1990. I hope you were listening to that because I'm not going to read it all again. 6 paints required and 6 paints supplied. So it's a two-tone grey colour scheme, which I think is going to look pretty striking, and certainly they indicate a fair amount of detail on the fuselage of the aircraft. There are a few panel lines are visible, and yeah, so there's the paint scheme on the back of the box. I'm not sure if it's repeated on the instructions. I don't think it is. So again, it's I don't know, I'm not sure about this packaging on these starter kits. It could be a little different. So right, into the box we go, and good. Again, a fairly small sheet of decals, so we haven't got the sophisticated 200 stencil decal sheet that we sometimes get with these modern jets, which I know it adds to accurate detail, but man alive, it takes forever, doesn't it? So Jayhawks is the sort of nose art on there, which it's nice to see that. It's not going to show up too well because of the colour scheme. It's grey on grey, so to speak, but it's there anyway. And yeah, so that's the decals. I'll put the old film back onto there so that they can be protected. The HIN instructions in colour, by the look of it, certainly some red on the front cover. We're all familiar with these now. The fuselage section looks like it's in top and bottom halves, which I think makes seam lines a lot easier to deal with. Looks as if the canopy is fixed, no opportunities to have it open at all on this model. Fairly basic, rudimentary old model, really. I guess it dates back from the late 80s, as does the aeroplane, or early 80s, whatever. Two sections on that page. Fairly quickly goes together. Look, by stage 3 you got the fuselage together, the wings, and the engine, the jet pipe at the back. Or I better just turn the old volume down on the radio there. Bit of pre-match build up from Radio Berkshire. Looks like it's an option for just wheels down on this kit, which suits me. I would do it with wheels down, I think. And turning the page, yeah, so by the time you get to section 11 your model is finished. So it's all quite quick. 81 parts is it in total, so that's not too bad. And as I say, no repetition of the colour scheme on the back of the instructions there. Just you just got to refer to the colours on the box. So let's pull the bag of bits out, and trying to put that there so you can see it while I'm working here. Oh, somebody's already had a little go at that, or it wasn't closed properly, I guess. Yeah, it looks like the machine didn't seal that bit properly. Let's run the old knife along there. Okay. Oh, that smell of a new kit. It's why we do it, boys, isn't it? Okay, right, a bag of clear parts. Oh yeah, maybe you can have the cockpit slid open, because there's a split section, or there's one whole section. Now I didn't see anything in the instructions. Look, there's the whole cockpit canopy, and there's the two parts. So I wonder if you can have it slid open. That would be interesting. No, there's actually no reference to that at all in the instructions. That's quite strange. Right, well, I guess we can suck that and see when we actually do the kit. Right, here we go then. So there are 3 sprues of fairly soft feeling plastic. It hasn't got that nice sort of hard, sort of brittle rattle to it when you drop it down. It all feels a bit, I don't know, feels a bit old and rough actually. But having said that, the mouldings are all pretty crisp. I can't see any nasty extra bits on here at all that are going to need carving off. No big dramas there. So let's start with sprue. What's this? What have we got? Well, the sprues aren't numbered, so well, let's start with this one as I picked it up first. So what have we got? So it's the upper fuselage section, jet pipe, these 2 more bits of the rear fuselage there, pilot and navigator, although it looks like 2 pilots to me. I didn't realise this was a 2-seater. It says it's a single seater on the instructions, so it's a bit strange. Ooh. Okay, what does it say in the book? Sorry about that. I usually put the phone in aircraft mode before I start filming, but no, look, single seater here, but in the set of sprues we have 2 seats, 2 crewmen, so that's a little bit of an anomaly there. Yeah, and the pod here has it's got room for 2 seats, so we've got to build it as a 2-seater. Strange, but there we are. Okay, that's what we'll go with. So that's that sprue. There's a bit of ordnance there. I'm going to see if I can turn that off. Sorry, let's put my finger up there. No, can't, leave it alone. Yeah, some ordnance as well. Next sprue, it's got the lower section of the fuselage there. Tail fin, the pod there, undercarriage, another bit more ordnance there, and the undercarriage doors as well are there on this one. Third has just got the wings, the two do you know what, I'm tripping over my words tonight. The rear, what do you call the little wings at the back? My brain's gone blank. Well, what am I talking about? Yeah, so the tail section, the wings here at the back, the rear God, come on, somebody put in the comments and put me out my misery what you would refer to these little rear wings as. Rails there, some more ordnance, and yeah, that's all there is. Hard points for the ordnance as well. So that's it. Pretty rudimentary, straightforward build, I would say, to put together of an evening, and I suppose it's just a case of quick put together and a fairly easy paint job with minimal masking, really. Just a bit of masking defined between the dark and the light on this aircraft. So that's it. That's the new large starter set from Airfix, with the subject being the F16 Fighting Falcon. So I hope you enjoyed that quick unboxing. I'm sure you'll all go clamouring out to buy one now, but I thought it'd be interesting to have a little look in anyway. So there we are, that's done. Right, I think the game has kicked off, so it's time for me to concentrate now. And next time I will certainly do that little tryout on that Humbrol dropper bottle that I've been given to try. Sorry I haven't done that so far, but to be honest, I haven't had anything that needs spraying silver. The old Herc is in the background. I managed to get the I painted up the props the other day, and they've got this nice silver, black and red tipped arrangement on them, so I quite enjoyed doing those four actually. So they're all done, ready to go on. The aircraft itself is put together. I'm sorry about these notifications going off in the background with the phone. I should have put the phone on airplane mode, so I better go before the missus rings me and ruins the video completely. So that's it, quick one tonight from Pete's Plastic Playground. Reading against Preston. Come on you Royals. Speak to you again soon, chaps. Bye for now. All the best. Bye bye.